Shalom, my friends. What a wondrous and beautiful and magical world we live in. Really, just for me, looking out the window now, sitting in Jerusalem, seeing the trees and seeing the Jerusalem stone and the sunlight fading and parents collecting their children from work, it's a wondrous world. It's an amazing world, and sometimes it's very hard to see that. It's very hard to see that sometimes because we're so caught up in our everyday hustle and bustle of life and our responsibilities and our work and our relationships and our health and all these things which are so important. So important we have to do that. But after a while we can just get caught up and lose the higher perspective, lose what we're meant to be doing here. And that's why once a week we have a holy meditation retreat, Shabbos. It's a retreat. It's a retreat. What's it a retreat into? It's not a retreat to escape from life. It's a retreat so that we can tap back into Meichin de Gadlus, a higher awareness, expanded consciousness, so that we can realize, hold on, what am I doing with my life? What's the bigger perspective? What do I really want? What is all the work that I'm doing and is important? What's that? What's the aim? What's the goal of that? And our sages actually teach us that Shabbat is Tachlit Maaseh Shemayim Va'aretz. We say this in Friday night, the prayer, the davening on Friday night. It's really the purpose of creation. Shabbat, what does that mean? Shabbat is a time when we sit back and we say, well, we believe there's a creator. Zeicher al-Maaseh Bereshis. We realize there's a creator, there's something more that I want in my life. And everything that I'm hustling for during the week, I'm not hustling just running on a treadmill, running in circles, I'm hustling towards something. And what is that? That is to have expanded awareness and God consciousness, to see the world through these expanded eyes. So Rabbi Natan in Likutei Halachot teaches actually that the word tachlis, purpose, is related to the word lihistakel, to see, perspective. How are you looking at the world? What eyes are you looking at the world with? Are you looking at the world with Shabbos eyes, with godly eyes, with the fact that there is a creator? Or are you looking at the world through weekday, mundane eyes? And we've got that choice all the time. We've got that choice, it's a flow. And we have to have the weekday to have Shabbos. In the Torah, it never says Shabbos without mentioning 6 days you shall work. We're not like some spiritual traditions that say retreat, you've got to retreat forever. Just go and sit in the cave, sit in the temple, retreat. So no, we've got to be both, but always with this higher consciousness. Even when we're in the work week, from a higher consciousness, I believe that there's something more to life. I believe there's something more to myself. It says here, the Halachos Rabbi Natan says, Kol echad miYisrael b'pnimiyut nafsho u'mistokek u'vo'er me'od me'od la'Hashem yitbarach. All beautiful Jews, deep within their hearts, within their souls, they're yearning and burning greatly for Hashem, for godliness, for purpose, for something more, for divinity. Because at every moment, really deep within us, we're looking at the tachlis, the purpose, the end goal, which is the light of Ein Sof, the light of divinity, which really is our shoresh, our root, it's our source. And we just want to connect and cling to that. Wow, it's an amazing, what are we yearning for in our lives? What do we want in our lives? So we really need this one day a week when we can reconnect to that in a deep way and then take that into the week. We're meant to be having Shabbos consciousness all through the week. Every bracha we make, every mitzvah we do, every time we pray, every time we talk to someone. How are we looking? How are we looking at life? And really it's through how we see the world that we create our world. Tachlit Maaseh Shemayim Va'aretz. Tachlit, listakel. How you see the world, Maaseh Shemayim Va'aretz, that's how you're going to create the world. That's what you're creating for yourselves. So I'd just like to give you all a bracha, and myself a bracha, that we can use this Shabbos to retreat, not away, but retreat towards, retreat ourselves. We used to treat ourselves before we were born to God consciousness. Our souls had God consciousness in Shemayim. And it was such a treat for us. And then we came down to the world with all the 6 days of work, and now we need to retreat ourselves. There's a chiddush for you. We need to retreat ourselves to having God consciousness in our lives. And in that way we're going to fulfill our deepest yearning. So give us all the bracha that we can do that. And good Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom. I hope to see you all soon.